time. It's no disqualification, no time limit. And I feel I'm not satisfied with that last bout. Therefore, I'm going to do my best not only to beat him, but beat him so great that maybe Mr. Ramos will leave Pittsburgh once and for all. Thank you very much.
Don't be misled by what Bruno Sammartino had. Rain or shine, he's at the end of his line, just like he was on the last match. The last match he was defeated so badly he knew the end was in sight. He jumped out of the ring, grabbed a chair, hit my man with all of his power and strength, but could not stop him with this chair. And then in a later part of the match, when he seen he was on the verge of defeat, he grabbed it again and jumped back in. My man, some way, just pushed him and was disqualified. It was the most disgraceful, most disgusting thing that ever happened in the annals and history of wrestling. But the prudent me, I had films made of it. I took it before the Worldwide Wrestling Federation and had Mr. Gildenberg, the president, to look at the film. He ordered a rematch. It was what I expected, but not what we deserved. We deserved the world's title, which we did not get. But we will get it in this match this time, I'll tell you, because regardless of Bruno Sammartino and his friends, his commissioners, and everybody which have been so helpful to him, will not be able to, because Mr. Gildenberg will be sitting there at ringside with the prudent Wild Red Berry to see that Bruno Sammartino can no longer get by with his disrespectful, disgraceful tactics which he has employed in his wrestling ring in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'll tell you now, I will see, and so will Mr. Gildenberg, and the films have revealed that my man Ramos is rightfully the champion, and he will be when this match is over. So you come down there. There's no disqualification, no count out. There's no way in the world that Bruno Sammartino can walk out as heavyweight champion of the world. You will have a respectable champion when Bull Ramos meets Mr. Sammartino, and I'll tell you, rain or shine, this is the end of his line. Some of these old champions have a hard time of dying, but we're going to seal a casket on his career because we're going to break all of his muscles, cartilage, vessel, attachment of his head, neck, shoulders, and arms are going to be abused, contused, maligned, shocked, and lacerated. We're going to paralyze, pulverize, terrorize, demoralize, eradicate, destroy, demolish, and drive him to the sodden despair and right through that mat and that disrespectful, that disgraceful champion.
All my fans sitting in a saloon having a beer now, saying, now what's that Crusher up to? Who is that guy? What's Bruno standing next to him there? Well, I'm glad you recognized Bruno. I was going by a store in Skid Row in Chicago the other day when I said, look at there, there's Bruno sitting in the store. So I went into the store and bought Bruno with me so you can take a good look at him. Take a look at him. The face looks like Bruno, the ears look like Bruno, and the brain inside, the sawdust brain, is just like Bruno. And when I get done with him, I'm going to take my claw hold. You remember the Crusher claw hold. I'm going to stick it in his stomach, move a few spaghettis on his side and meatballs, go up in through that stomach, right up into the head. I'm going to drag all that sawdust out of there. This Bruno caused me to leave Pittsburgh the last time I was there. Pittsburgh was my second home next to Milwaukee. I went for Pittsburgh better than anywhere. All the dolls go for Crusher there, whether they're 4 or 5 years old, 80 years old. Everybody likes the Crusher in Pittsburgh because they don't get a chance to see a real He-Man. Take a look. You didn't see the Crusher's 100 megaton arms for a long time. Take a look and you get that whole camera on them 100 megatons. Take a good look. I suppose about 1,000 dolls are fainting already. Don't give them too much. Pull back. I'll show a little mercy on them today. Crusher's coming back September 10th. I got the cigar store Indian, White Owl, or Goofy Eagle, or whatever his name is. But when I get done with Goofy Eagle or White Owl, whatever you call him, I'm going to stand him right in front of my saloon. I'm going to have that cigar store Indian standing right in front of the saloon there, and I'm going to stick a big cigar right in that big mouth of his, and he's going to stay there and keep his mouth shut, because I heard he's been shooting off his mouth. I'll have him back on a reservation with the squaws, knitting carpets or whatever else they do, knitting handbags with beads, because that bum, when I get them, I'm wiping everybody out. Everybody's getting wiped out. The Crusher is in the best shape of his life. You can see the girlish figure I got right now, that small waistline. I drink the right kind of beer. In fact, I really been training hard. I found a saloon with a bar about 200 feet long. I'd drink my beer on one end of that bar, and before it got down to my stomach, I'd be on the other end of that bar for my other beer. I'd drink that beer. Well, by the end of the night, I can tell you I was in great shape, and I found another bar even longer. So when I come to Pittsburgh, I know there's going to be a big crowd waiting at the airport right now. The band's going to be there, the beer's going to be there, the Polish sauce is going to be there. But just take it easy. Wait for the celebration till after I beat this goofy Indian, and then when this goofy Bruno gets in the ring with me, and we can settle back to normal, we'll go right out with the Pittsburgh Pirates, settle the championship of the world. The Crusher, the heavyweight wrestling champion, Pittsburgh Pirates, the baseball champions. We're going to have a lot to celebrate, so don't feel so down in the dumps. Cheer up, the Crusher is back to stay.